What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my World Cup series. This is episode number 20, and we start today's episode off by reviewing the group table. Of course, our opening two games of the new group finished with us getting 2 wins, and I decided in the third game I would use a backup squad because, to be honest, I felt as though, with just 1 point needed to guarantee qualification, I'll be okay. But I came against this really good side. Neuer in goal, back for a cliche, Bonner, Socrates, and Abate. Fellaini was there, Robben was there, Hazard was there, Balotelli was there, Robben was there, and Fur was there as well. So a really good side, but as you can see, I sped this up, and the reason being is because, as you'll see me get on the ball with Torresidis here, I play it to Gonlons. Gonlons plays it over the top towards the run of Meher, is how you pronounce that, the Dutch CAM, and eventually goes through one-on-one, drills it, good save by Neuer, but it falls straight to my holding midfielder Gonlons, and just 7 minutes in, we are in front in this game. So all I needed was a point to guarantee qualification, and we were already 1-0 up just 7 minutes and 50 seconds in, and again, I sped up the gameplay because, as you'll see in just a moment, eventually, as my opponent has a free kick with a Bonner, he ends up playing it straight towards the run of Raheem Sterling. Sterling plays it infield towards the run of Michu, and the Spanish striker makes it 2-0 12 minutes in. So a really good start. I'm 2-0 up. I definitely felt confident in my chances to qualify, get myself through to the knockout stages, but unfortunately, straight after this, as you'll see in the bottom left, the wheel comes up, and unfortunately, well, you know what's going to happen, don't you? The game is about to disconnect, and the funniest thing about this was that apparently I just completely disconnected, as you'll see here. Connection was lost, I left Ultimate Team. I checked and I was still signed into PSN, so clearly my Wi-Fi hadn't gone down or anything. Funny enough, I was actually listening to the World Cup during this, which is the Brazil-Cameroon game. I was listening to that on 5 Live via the internet, and, believe it or not, that didn't drop, it was still going, so clearly I never lost any kind of internet connection, but for some reason, EA decided that after I scored my second goal, magically, so coincidentally, apparently I just disconnected. Yeah, I'm not really sure that's true, but I got awarded a loss, but thankfully, despite getting awarded a loss, I still managed to qualify for the knockout stages. That's kind of relieving, I guess. I mean, to be honest, that's the first time I've lost a final game where I felt I've only needed a point, yet still qualified. And of course, I shouldn't have been awarded a loss anyway, but, I guess I was just kind of grateful that at least, even though EA did kind of screw up a little bit, I still managed to qualify regardless. But I guess, it's just one of those things. It's just a loss on my record where I sit there and think that shouldn't be there. Do you know what I mean? But oh well, there you go. It's a disconnect. I can't do anything about it now. But still, I come against this team for the first game in the knockout stages here. 4-1, 2-on-2, 83 rated, 100 chemistry side. He's got Lloris in goal, back for his Schmelzer, Boateng, Company, and Azpilicueta. He's got Schweinsteiger playing CDM, Draxler on the left, Walcott on the right. Ozil is the playmaker, and a strike partnership of the Marios. That's Mandzukic and Balotelli. So very good side my opponent had. It was me who had the first chance of the game, though, as Nasri came forward here, but the shot was well saved by Lloris, and he ended up getting to the rebound as well, and straight from that he decided to just launch the ball forward here. And I've mentioned it before, my centre-backs on this game aren't really the best, and as Balotelli flicks it on, Mandzukic goes forward and chips it over the goalkeeper to make it 1-0. So that was a real Route 1 goal. I mean, it's fair enough, good goal, but unfortunately I just couldn't defend it, and I don't know what it is about my centre-backs on this game. None of them are really convincing, other than Cáceres, who of course we can't use now. He's a South American player, we've already won it with that confederation, but all my European Confederation defenders don't fill me with any confidence whatsoever, and I think that was Spahic who ended up getting out-jumped by Balotelli there, but still it's 1-0 to my opponent, and he comes through here with Balotelli, but thankfully for us, Benaglio makes a really good save to deny Balotelli from making it 2-0, so my opponent had the early chance in this game, was playing quite well, but in 24th minute I tried to respond. Meher went down the left-hand side here, takes on Azpilicueta, stops the ball, then scoop turns, tries to get inside, Azpilicueta makes a challenge, it comes to Gonlons, who swings in across, it's headed forward by Michu, and then Nasri's header is tipped over the bar by Hugo Lloris. So still 1-0, and that was really the only chance I had in the first half. And in the second half, well, unfortunately for me, my opponent started really brightly once again, and he also scored again with Mandzukic. But again, I'm just kind of sitting there thinking, should Benaglio really be beaten there? I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm a bit too critical of goalkeepers sometimes. I used to play in goal myself when I played junior football, but even so, I really think that goalkeeper Benaglio's capabilities should save that shot, to be honest, because it's from a mile out and it's straight at him really, but it's still 2-0 to my opponent. And in the 55th minute I tried to respond with Michu, and unfortunately I shot the ball straight onto the bar, so I almost made it 2-1, but unfortunately it's cannons off the bar, and eventually it's cleared away. And as you can see, you know, by the stats here, my opponent paused the game. As you can see by the stats, I was actually playing better. You know, I was dominating possession. I had 61 compared to his 39. I had more shots as well. Yeah, I couldn't seem to beat Lloris, and I just couldn't seem to get the ball in the back of the net. But thankfully for me, eventually, as my opponent gives the ball away, here it comes to Nasri. Eventually, it falls to Gonlons. It's a lovely little pass in forward towards Meher. He strikes it with the finesse, but it goes just over the bar and out for a goal kick. So still 2-0, but I was beginning to grow in confidence, and I did feel as though all I got to do is get one more goal, and then I'll really put the pressure on in the last few minutes. And with a quarter of an hour to go, Gonlons collects the ball for us and plays it through towards Sami and Nasri. Nasri finds Michu, plays it forward back towards the run of Sami and Nasri. He may not be in the French World Cup squad, but he's in my European Confederation side, and that's a really good finish past the goalkeeper Lloris, and it is 2-1. So Nasri gets us back in the game here, and you know, I was using my backup side, so I guess I could use that as an excuse if I failed to go through, but I still really wanted to win it. And in the 86th minute, again Nasri gets played forward, and again he drills it to the far post and makes it 2-2. So clearly Sami and Nasri, at least on the game, is showing why Deschamps should have called him up for his French squad, because he was having an absolute stormer for me, and he'd scored 2 late goals to equalise and make us come back from 2-0 down. And in the 90th minute, how about this? What a ball over the top towards Raheem Sterling, but have you ever seen a worse one-on-one finish than that? What on earth was I doing there? That was the chance to seal the most amazing turnaround, make it 3-2 and go around to the quarterfinals, and instead I didn't even get the ball close to the target. So 2-2 the final score, 2 late goals by Sami and Nasri, cancels out the Mandzukic double, and we are going to extra time, and I felt like I deserved it as well. I did feel like I played better than the guy. I was just quite unfortunate. So we were going to extra time, and the first chance this game would fall to us in the 101st minute. Raheem Sterling used his pace to get around the left back Schmelzer, cuts inside, a really good chance here, offloads the ball towards the run of Meher, but what a save that is by Lloris. Absolutely incredible stop. He was having such a good game, and I couldn't seem to beat him for that third time. But in the 114th minute, Balotelli gives the ball away, and Gonlons plays a great ball into Michu, but again I am denied by Lloris. It's another fantastic save by the French goalkeeper. All the European Confederation goalkeepers I've used have been quite subpar, but Lloris is someone who I come against every now and then. He's really good. But from the corner, Torresidis crosses the ball in, and Lovren wins the header, puts it past Lloris, and it's 3-2 to the good guy. So we complete the turnaround in extra time. We are 3-0 up when we were 2-0 down, and that is how the game finishes. So we're through to the quarterfinals. Very pleased. Again, this was a backup side, because after the disconnect, my team didn't sort of replenish their energy. Their fitness wasn't back to full health, if you will. Full health? Full energy. So I had to keep using the backup side, and I really did feel like I was going to lose this game, but thankfully I did turn it around from 2-0 down. We win 3-2, and yeah, we are through to the quarterfinals. So, you know, hopefully, touch wood, we can go all the way with this time, but you know, it would be awesome if we could. But I mean, I don't know why, I'm just not really good playing with the European Confederation team. I don't really know why, but anyway, as you can see here, we did win the game, and we did deserve it, and we're through to the quarterfinals. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, because that's much appreciated, and it really does help my channel out, and it only takes a second to click that like button. The last thing you'll see is the player pack. So yeah, thanks for watching, leave a like, enjoyed, and I'll see you for the next episode of my World Cup series very soon.